wasn't it?
Wonderful.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
all
except the rain.
Yeah, it's fabulous. So we've got 15 minutes to talk, and this is obviously a massive honour to be talking to an individual like you. Now, I really struggled with what I would ask you, so I actually asked via LinkedIn what people would like to ask you. So all these questions are actually people in the audience, I hope, who have asked questions. But I'm fascinated really by the link between sport and business, first and foremost. And I wonder what you feel are the qualities that serve both those different things that in the same way. What are the connections between sport and business, do you think?
Oh, what's the connection? You know, both needs hard work, both needs needs attention. Both, in sport, you want to be number one. You want to be a winner. The same thing, for in a business, always, want to be top. For example, in business, in sport, if you are number one, you get the money what 9 people get. I want to give you, just a good example, the Dubai Marathon. I ran 3 times. Every time, there is $1 million for both men and women. The first prize took, the first person took half of the money. The rest half distribute for 9 people from position 2 up to position 10. You see, in business also, if you are number 1 or if you are on top, of course, you take almost, I don't know, not half, but at least the most. That's why there is no relationship between the sport and business. And the other thing, both needs, just discipline, a commitment, hard work, and needs attention, like it's a day-to-day
discipline.
Discipline.
That's the word I was trying to find earlier.
Exactly.
But it is the discipline.
Yeah. For me, when I started business, after I finished my athletics, my competition, of course, still I'm running, what I find out, almost the same system or same discipline. The only thing what you have to do in sport, of course, in athletics, you do, hard training, twice a day and something like that.
Yeah.
In business, a whole day. Sometimes, just 24 hours a day. And that's the similarity between, and of course, the difference between the two, maybe in my case, when I was in athletics, when I was in competition, we were a few people, like myself, my coach, the manager, and the physio, that's all.
Yeah.
But when I moved to business, I work with 3,500 people plus.
Were you nervous at all about moving from the disciplines, or you'd done all right with the running, so it was okay just to...
Yes, I was. I stopped competing like 3-4 years ago, and after I stopped competing, I was a little bit not nervous, but I was very scared. Just what it looks like life without competition. And then when I moved to, of course, I started business many years back, but mostly my focus was my athletics, not my business. And after I stopped competing, I focused on business. I was not that nervous, but the only problem, of course, dealing with more people, it's not easy.
That was one of the questions that someone asked, actually, so I will ask it. It was it difficult to adapt to the hospitality industry where guests, staff, tourists recognize you? And then, did your personality have to change at all?
Not that much. My personality is almost the same, but of course, when I come to this hospitality business, really it's a very challenging. Imagine after all effort, after everything what you've done or what you give, maybe the guest is not satisfied or your customer is not satisfied. It's not that easy. And of course, sometimes my personality is a little bit changed since what you call it, when I became. I don't put myself a leader or a boss. I'm not that way, but of course I have, as a general manager, I have a responsibility, to do everything. Of course, sometimes I try to leading people in democratic way, not as a dictator. Of course, when you become that position, you have to be serious. Or I don't do that. I cannot. I'm lucky. Most of the people who work in the company, they doing very good, and plus many of them, just especially the high position, the high position, they are really well educated, and they're doing. We are fine now. Just what we are doing here in Ethiopia, I'm okay. Well, slowly I want to move outside Ethiopia, and we'll see that one.
So tell us your innkeeper's tale, someone asked. Tell us your story about becoming a hotelier.
It was not my plan, by the way.
I imagine there's a lot of people who feel like that.
Yeah, most of you, I think, share my... What happened many years back, that was, 13 years ago, I started real estate. Building city and renting, that's all. And what happened once, somewhere here in Ethiopia, someone, wants to sell, the property. And then they talk about, the hotel business is a good business. And then didn't work that one. And then later on, the South region, they gave me a land. Right. A land means after I came back, from Sydney Olympic, that was 20 years back, 19 years back. Yeah. And then I didn't just realize, just to build a hotel and then stay for a while. And a few years later, and I asked them, what is that land? And they showed me just next to the lake. And when I asked my architect, hey, why don't you build a resort close to the... Yeah. Is that profitable? Yeah. Yes. And imagine, I spent all of my money, what I had, from running. And then I just look, okay, now waiting to get money. Huh? Yeah. And big challenge was the people who works in the hotel. There's nobody. Really, outside Addis, especially when you are outside Addis, nobody wants to go. And we had to hire people who doesn't know about the hotel business, especially in the laundry, in the kitchen, and the housekeeping. And we had to buy a lot of things, from outside, and with the expensive machineries and everything. And all those machinery, within 5 months, it's gone. Right. They broke it, just when they started. And then we realized, the training is really very important. This is also, hotel is like that. How can I lose, just the money within a year? Within, just less than a year. Okay. And we start to training. And then still, we had no return. We spent a lot of money for that hotel, that resort, I'm telling you. For my, don't take this as a standard of Sheraton or Marriott, Hyatt, because those people spend a lot of money. But the money what I spent, for me it was
significant.
It was a lot, I'm telling you. All the money what I got, from Europe and America, it's gone. I need to back, that money. And after such training and to find, right people and work in the hotel, and it was a big lesson, by the way. The big lesson was, it's not, the building.
It's the people.
It's the people. That's what I realized.
There's a lot of There's a lot of feeling in that in this
Yeah.
room. It's
And-
hard, isn't it?
Yeah, and slowly we had to open a training center
Yeah.
and school.
Yeah.
Thanks to God, now many of our people, I mean the people who train in that resort, it's big enough for all Ethiopian, I mean all hotels. I think there is some few people here in Sheraton, Hyatt Regency or whatever. And many people, I can see, just many of my workers, they thank you because I'm giving you I'm giving them, just a lot of training for these people. I don't know how many people were trained in that training facility.
Yeah.
Still, that school is doing well.
Yeah.
That's very important. Also, we open more hotels, and why? Of course, some people were telling me, "Hey, Haile, you start to build second one."
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yeah, you told us, just you lost.
Yeah.
Don't worry. One of my
Well,
friends.
we learned from
Yeah.
the first one.
No. One of my friends told me, Haile, one business is a headache. If you have no more business, like 2-3 business, it's a business. Are you sure? Yeah. Try it.
Sure.
And after I opened my second hotel, slowly the business coming up.
Sure.
And now we have 6 hotels in our under operational, and 4 of them under construction.
Okay.
In a year time, we're going to have 10, and we are looking more because just the plan is 20 here in Ethiopia, and slowly move to the East Africa and the rest of Africa.
So we're going to be seeing this brand develop. Tell us a little bit then how you're developing the brand, the Haile Resort brand. What's your strategy? How are you going to go about that?
I think our main target, just to give, just a best service. To make, the customers happy, and we try to take care. We try to create, more customers, more people.
Yeah.
We want to have, just our customers, wherever we go here in Ethiopia, and of course it's not easy. And when we talk about, the hospitality business, it's not the business what you jump and do an, nowadays, just 1,200 people in the hotel business. Of course, there is also another business. But, for me, my daily focus, not only daily focus, 24 hours every day.
Yeah.
Is this hotel. To give them calling.
So it's because you've got how many different business lines under the Haile brand?
Hotel is
Hotels.
farming, agriculture, coffee. Coffee and real estate, and some small business like a fitness center, cinema, school, and so on.
But this is taking the lion's share of your focus now.
Yes, exactly.
So
But hotel is.
So where do you see the opportunity? Why are you doing that? Why is that such a big driver for you?
By the way, the big future for Africa, for Ethiopia, believe it or not, is a hotel. A hotel and resorts, because we don't have, just. It's here in Ethiopia over 100 million. 110. I don't know exact figure, but what do we have? Almost nothing.
Yes.
Maybe just you can see hotels like Sheraton and Hyatt now, but if you go outside, I don't know. You can. I don't know how many 5-star hotel outside. Almost now,
Right.
outside Addis.
Yeah.
Which means the business itself, if we really work hard, just the big. The future. The future it is so big. Not only here in Ethiopia, whole Africa, believe it or not. Because don't forget, the Africa. Future, believe it or not, Africa will be, no question. Because the Europeans, Americans, and the Asians already they reach on top.
Yeah.
But we Africans need, just more things to do and to get. That's why
You're working your way up to that #1 position.
of course,
Yeah.
you think, I don't work. I don't want to work for a second.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm on training. I'm a junior for business.
Well, look, we're out of time. Actually, I could ask you so many more questions, but I
talk too much.
Well, no, and I think that was absolutely fascinating, and thank you very much for joining us today, supporting all of our activities, especially supporting AHOPE. Haile Gebreselassie, one thing I have noticed is that you don't have a decent pair of conference socks. So John Dibble has donated these to you. You've got the tie, but you don't have the conference socks. So you could, you know.
I understand why you gave me this, because they know my socks
Yeah,
is so dirty.
But thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Haile Gebreselassie, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.